Hey everyone, welcome to week 7. So I'm just going to take a couple minutes here to go over what's in store for us this week. Take a look here at the agenda. Of course, you know, first you have to take the week 7 attendance quiz to access the lessons and assignments for this week. And the questions on that quiz will come from the material in week 6. After you take the attendance quiz, the first thing you'll see is a review of week 6. Remember, week 6, you were assigned project part 3, the rough draft of your research paper. There were quite a few lessons in week 6 covering grammar and mechanics. You may have skipped those last week because you were busy focusing on getting your rough draft ready, and that's fine, totally understandable. But keep in mind that those lessons in the from week 6 are required. They're prerequisites for accessing project part 4 next week. So if you did skip them last week, that's fine, but just know that you will have to go back and look at each one of them so that you can get to project part 4 when it's time. Right? If you are still working on your rough draft for project part 3, please reach out to me so that we can come up with an agreed, date that you're going to have it submitted by. Not only do you want to make sure that I have enough time to read it and thoroughly give you feedback and suggestions, but that rough draft is also required for one of the assignments this week, right? We only have one lesson here in week 7, and it is on the revision process. It is also a required lesson, one that you'll have to go through in order to access project part 4 next week. If you don't get to it this week, that's okay. Just know that you will have to come back to it and go through the lesson when it's time to go to project part 4. All right. Homework this week, we do not have a journal because we did not have a discussion last week. So there's only 2 items. The first item is the peer review. This is why you need to finish your rough draft as soon as possible if you haven't already, because that rough draft is required, for everyone to be able to do the peer review assignment appropriately. If you haven't already, you're going to send your rough draft to an assigned classmate. That was explained in the instructions for project part 3, and it is explained again in the instructions for the peer review assignment. So if you either forgot to send your rough draft to your assigned classmate last week, or you're just now getting around to submitting your rough draft to me, the instructions are located in the peer review instructions again. So you'll see the whole thing explained and the list who you're supposed to, so you can figure out who you're supposed to send yours to. It's all there in these instructions as well. If by the middle of week 7, you still have not received a rough draft from one of your classmates so that you can complete the peer review assignment, reach out to me so that I can check on that and possibly assist you, okay? When you are ready to do the peer review assignment, please make sure you watch the video in the instructions. It can seem a little tricky at first. It's really not, but it can appear that way at first glance. So please make sure you watch the video so that you understand exactly how it works and what you need to do to receive credit for the assignment. The other assignment this week is, of course, the week 7 discussion. Watch the video in the instructions. Try to have your first post up by Thursday night so that everyone has plenty of time and options to make their 2 peer responses by Sunday night. The discussion will be open during week 8, but if you're posting in week 8, it's at a 50% reduction. So do your best to have it completed on time so that you don't lose out on those easy points. But that is it for week 7. Again, if you've already submitted project part 3, hopefully you have sent your rough draft to the classmate you're supposed to send it to. If you haven't, go back and look and see who you were supposed to send it to and email it to them. If you have not finished project part 3 yet, you need to do so as soon as possible and reach out to me so that we can come up with a game plan and an agreed upon date that you're going to have it submitted by. When you go to do the peer review assignment for this week, if you have not received a draft from someone, reach out to me so that I can assist with that. Okay? All right. So that's week 7. And if you have any questions or run into any problems at all, please reach out. Otherwise, you're free to go ahead and get started.